have a Kim. We have a lot of shit to go do. Let's talk to a nice lady first.
Hello, sweetie.
The elderly woman turns to you with a smile.
Wait. Sweetie.
Who's Sweetie?
Why, you are, officer.
I'm no Sweetie. Look at me.
You're a handsome man, officer, with your mustache and your chiseled jaw and that silly dimple on your chin.
Thanks, I appreciate it. Dimple or not, I am a bitter man. The years have taken their toll. That stupid dimple has only brought me suffering. I don't want to talk about the dimple anymore. Dimple or not, I am a bitter man.
Take heart, officer. You're still a man in your prime. You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself.
She slaps herself on the forehead.
I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
Her eyes glitter over the rims of her glasses as she looks up, smiling.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
You seem to be in a chair. How'd you like to roll with me? I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't know where I am or what I'm doing or anything. I gotta get going now. You seem to be in a chair.
Yes, dear. I'm a paraplegic.
A paraplegic is someone with limited or no ability to use the lower half of their body. Paraplegia is caused by spinal cord injuries, like falling from a great height, or a grenade explosion.
A grenade, did you fight in the war? I'm sorry, it was rude of me to mention the wheelchair. Let's move on. A grenade, did you fight in the war?
No, dear. I'm not quite that old, although I was injured in the line of duty.
Were you a mountaineer?
Nothing so glamorous, dear. Though when I was young, I dreamt of planting the Revacholian flag on some figurative peak.
What did you do then?
I was a training and development manager at a rapidly expanding mail order shoe company.
All right.
You'd think it would be a safe job, but I had to be everywhere. And, well, once I happened to be under some faulty scaffolding.
Oh, no.
I was lucky. This was almost 20 years ago, and I was compensated exceptionally well. One can only dream of such payoffs nowadays.
I'm sorry, it was rude of me to mention the wheelchair. Let's move on.
That's quite all right. I'm used to people asking questions. I know they're thinking about it anyway.
How'd you like to roll with
Whatever
me?
do you mean?
I want you to be my wheelchair partner in fighting crime, riddling backyards of corpses, catching sequence killers. Roll up some cigarettes. I'm jonesing for a smoke. Nothing. I was thinking of the lyrics for a song. Want to roll with me? I'm jonesing for a smoke.
Oh, no. I haven't smoked in years.
Neither have I. Does that mean that you have tobacco or rolling paper or any cigarettes at all?
She shakes her head slowly. Wait, maybe she knows where you can get cigarettes. Delicious, toasty cigarettes stuffed to the tip with love. You should find out. You would do well to follow her example. Smoking is the reason you feel like a rag. It's painful for you to even ask these questions.
I thought you were cool with your wheels or all. Can you tell me where to get cigarettes?
You should really ask someone younger and more mobile, sweetie.
But you're the most mobile person of them all!
I'm glad you think so, but I still don't know where you can get cigarettes.
I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't know where I am or what I'm doing or anything.
Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. But surely things can't be that bad.
Her eyes follow your movements with some concern. I drank so hard I forgot literally everything. I hope you're right. I hope it's not too bad. Yeah, I'm blowing this whole thing out of proportion. Forget anything. I drank so hard I forgot literally everything.
My. You know where we are, right?
The Whirling in Rags cafeteria was on my keys. I don't really know. Some seedy hotel. A war zone at the edge of the world. We're dead, haunting each other. We're ghosts. We're the Whirling in Rags. We put that together.
And where is the Whirling in Rags cafeteria itself located?
The edge of civilization in hell. We're all in hell. See, I have no idea. I'm going to say the edge of civilization.
We're in the city of Revachol, dear.
She flashes you a worried look. Honestly, I don't know diddly squat about Revachol. What kind of place is this? Okay.
How would I even begin to tell you? Revachol is the most beautiful city in the world. We're fortunate to be here, you and I. I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Revachol is a rare jewel. This city used to rule the world, though it has seen better days.
There's a pause as she studies your expression. You must look quite lost.
Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes?
It's the spring of 51. It's the year 973. All I know is we are approaching the end times. It's a bad year in my late 40s or 50s. I don't even know how old I am. It's the spring of 51?
That's right, dear. How splendid. Here, take this pen. Knowledge should always be rewarded.
Thank you.
Her relief is palpable. She was getting pretty worried about you there, but now she relaxes her shoulders. Outside, the melting snow seeps into the cracks in the walls and the cobblestone streets, all the way down into the sewers. Above ground, the first maybells blossom. You can feel it, a great cold. Then the shiver passes.
Oh my god, I love shivers.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of
Itchy arms.
government?
Some kind of democracy, maybe? I'd like to think it's the dictatorship of the proletariat, but something tells me it's not. Our leaders are fierce warriors who traverse the plains on steeds. Civilization cowers before us. We are governed by intelligent machines that perform calculations to determine the freest market. Everyone hustles and grinds like a badass visionary. Radios are being used to control people's minds and distort our perception of reality, concealing our true masters, foreigners, and women. Cop. We are living under the cop regime. I like radios are being used, but that's a little too crazy. I'd like to think it's a dictator of the proletariat.
Oh, sweetie. It's really not. There used to be people who thought that way. Other people who wanted those things, but they all went extinct.
It wasn't in quotations, it was in asterisks for emphasis.
Revachol is a zone of control led by an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have almost no government of our own, and certainly no dictatorship of the proletariat.
But they still have cops.
If there's no government, how come there are cops?
Oh dear, this is troubling. You really ought to know that, being one yourself. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution. But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big things to anyone.
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
So how did I do?
You didn't do too well, dear. You really only knew what year it is. It does look like you're having trouble remembering things. History and places. Reality, in a word. It's very odd.
A sigh. The lieutenant buries his nose in his notebook.
Huh.
But maybe a fresh set of eyes is what the world needs. And while I'm no doctor, such bouts of amnesia are often temporary, so I wouldn't worry too much.
What is the revolution you mentioned?
A defeat, I'm afraid. The people of this archipelago tried to build something new, something different. The rest of the world didn't like it, so they came and ended it. This was 42 years ago.
What's that have to do with there not being any cops?
It has something to do with everything. I really don't know how to explain it better.
Who could tell me more?
Someone more educated in sweeping matters. Maybe you should ask.
She turns to the lieutenant.
No, I'm
He
not
looks-
an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective.
He looks away.
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated. Though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez.
Well, I gotta get going now.
Of course, dear. Good luck with your case.
She gives you a small wave. Oh, bye, Lena.
Yes?
Tell me about
What
the
do you want
case.
to know?
Literally anything. Literally anything about it. I can't remember a single thing.
Maybe you can tell me what you do know to help me narrow it down a bit.
I know literally nothing about it, only what you told me before.
Do you want me to brief you?
Brief? Yes, that sounds good.
3 days ago, the RCM emergencies desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company, Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute.
Wait, does the briefing say who the victim was?
A security guard or worker of some sort, hired by Wild Pines. This was just hearsay from Martinez, of course. We need to find out the truth.
Who is the caller?
To find him or her is one of our tasks here. For now, all we know is that the tone was muffled, using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex.
Why hide themselves?
There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that.
Hold on, and the RCM is...
That's us, the Revachol Citizens Militia. We're the police in this city.
Of course, yes, I understand everything. Let me just make this perfectly clear. Our job here is to find the killer.
That's right.
Can we go over the preliminary info again?
You mean like a brief? You want me
No,
There's
I
no
get-
reason to wing anything. If you didn't get the brief, that's okay. 3 days ago, during
Oh,
that
it just
time,
wasn't anyway.
the
Mega
victim
cool,
had
I've
been
heard enough.
Okay then. Was there anything else you wanted to know?
Would you say that this is a mysterious case?
No, it's not a particularly mysterious.
Considers my question for a moment. Well, why not?
The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that.
I was thinking something otherworldly might be involved, something supernatural. White male in his 40s, what more do you need? Personally, I think labor disputes are very mysterious. Okay, so the case probably isn't mysterious, but could it be sexy?
There was some interest in this case at my station, but not for the reasons you have in mind. You seem to wish there was
Cut this boring stuff off immediately. You know what this case is about.
Maybe there's a young woman involved.
Yes, it just so happens there's a beautiful, blonde 19-year-old woman at the heart of this case. A rich one, in fact, part of a murder sex cult.
The wary tone is the surest indicator that the lieutenant is being sarcastic.
You're being sarcastic, aren't you? Wow, really? That's mega sexy. It doesn't have to be a cult. It could just be sex murder. It can just be sex murder. It doesn't have to be a murder. It can be just sex. Yeah, it doesn't have to be murder. It can just be sex.
Actually, it does have to be murder. This is a murder investigation. But we digress.
It can still be an otherworldly sex mystery in your head, with a dark twist even.
Yeah.
He's basically challenging you to sex it up with some lurid twist. Don't get right into it. Sit on it a bit. Then hit him with it.
Oh, yeah, we're totally sexing up the case. If we're different from different precincts, why are we on the same case?
I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a pissing competition.
Considers the phrasing. What do you mean?
You don't know? I assumed you were in on it.
You know what I'm in on? Retrograde amnesia.
Better still than an imbecilic cop-off.
Cop off?
It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. If you want my take, ask me after we've inspected the victim.
You should tell me now. This seems relevant.
Later. Was there anything else you wanted to know about the case?
Actually, I have all I need for now.
Good.
Tell me about the case again.
What do you want to know?
Actually, I have all I need for now. I think you should know I can't remember anything.
No response. He just arches his brow.
I feel like I must repeat this. I don't remember anything. There was heavy drinking involved.
Have you tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs?
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs.
What's wrong with your personal affairs? So what should I concentrate on? But I'm completely lacking in basic information about even this organization we're in. Can you help me?
Fine. We should get through this day first. Off hours begin at 9 p.m. If you're still having trouble then, I can give you an orientation.
What's wrong with personal affairs?
Not a fan. It's just the nature of lieutenancy.
The RCM deploys a self-styled structure called the decomptage as its chain of command. Every lieutenant is responsible for 2 sergeants and 8 officers. That means the average lieutenant has to deal with quite a few personal affairs. Even you know this.
So what should I concentrate on?
Try work. The case at hand. It can work miracles.
I'm afraid this is a medical situation. Move on.
Really? You look fine to me.
I'm talking serious, unbelievable damage here. I saw myself in the mirror and had no idea who I was.
This psychodrama is unbecoming of an officer.
It's not psychological. It's some sort of major brain damage has occurred on an unprecedented
Then you should
scale.
consider seeking medical attention. You can use the radio in my kinema to call your station's Lazareth. Was there anything else you wanted?
I want to talk about you.
Me?
Yeah, you.
I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation.
We'll work together if we have some rapport. Come on, Lieutenant, open up a little. You're right. Was there to know about a lame binocle? Oh, no. We'll work together better if we have better rapport.
That's a fair point. All right. For the good of the investigation, what do you want to know?
Do you ever talk with yourself?
What do you mean?
You know, when you're thinking, do you ever have, like, conversation with your brain?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The lieutenant's conceptualization skills must be rather rudimentary.
So how do you boop, 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 see, say your brain never just chimes in with advices or warning or anything?
I can't say that it does, no. When I need to think, I just use my notebook.
The lieutenant produces his small blue notebook and idly thumbs through a few pages. We all have our different mediums. His is written.
Yep.
You're super lucid, yet psychedelic. You don't need office supplies to connect to your nervous system. You're special.
Tell me a secret about yourself. No! Ask again.
Your brain sends the signal to your lips, but they refuse the order. Something is paralyzing them. You're pretty sure it has something to do with the lieutenant's eyebrow. It's like you're locked down.
What's happening to me?
Detective?
What's going on? It's like you're a puppet in his hands.
Give me 1 second. Texting instructions for food. Give up. There's nothing you can do.
The lieutenant relaxes his eyebrow, and you seem to regain control of yourself.
You don't look like other people around here?
That's because I'm half Seolite, or quarter. My father's father was from Seoul. So was my grandmother, but from my mother's side. It's not an interesting topic.
What is Seoul?
It's a part of the world, officer. A geopolitical entity and a geographic division. I told you it wouldn't be interesting.
Okay, I guess you're only making it sound interesting. I still want to more know
You're
about
barking
Seoul.
up the wrong tree. I don't speak a word of Seolite. I've never met either one of my grandparents, and I've never been to Seoul. I'm a regular Revacholier.
He seems almost proud of these things.
That's correct.
You're wearing glasses.
That makes him a binoclard. Completely uncocked material, if you say so yourself.
I'm not gonna call him that.
Are they? They're mostly just cumbersome.
You could use a good, normal pair yourself.
That's all for now.
Let's change the subject.
You seem to be following me.
Excuse me?
It's just, what if I want to work
Detective,
alone?
if I may be frank, you seem to be in a deranged state. You have trouble remembering things. I cannot let you act in the name of the RCM without supervision until you've regained control of your faculties.
I know what the RCM
That's
is.
good.
But what if I need some me time?
Some you time? This is a police investigation, not a journey of self-discovery. You'll still have your evenings to yourself.
Okay, I'll leave the self-care for non-work hours.
Please do. We wouldn't want your regimen to spill over into the investigation.
All right. do we get? Oh, a kind green ape pen. A pen with a green ape head on one end. The ape has closed its eyes, a kind expression adorning its face. It seems to be meditating. Oh, that's nice. Let's wake this fucker up.
The worker is in a deep slumber. There is
Yeah.
only one way to wake this bone idol from his slumber. Roar like a hurricane. Rip the buildings from the earth.
Wake up, this is the order, I am the law. No words, just a primordial scream!
Why the yelling man?
The 30-something man lifts up his head and gives you a pensive look. You're alive? He looked out for the long count there. I just wanted to see what would happen if I yelled. Yeah, you're alive?
Wait, what? I was just sleeping. What do you want, officer?
He seems pissed off. What about the dead? Yours? Tell me about Wild Pines.
That's the name of my employer. I work in logistics.
He doesn't sound too enthusiastic about this.
How's that going?
How's it going?
Stairs to the cafeteria's terrace doors. Some fingerprints glisten on the glass.
Haven't you noticed what's going on outside?
It's a total madhouse.
Good. Then you understand the gist of it. We would all be better off without the employers and their employment. For one, I can get some goddamn shut-eye. Right to sleep, I say.
What about the dead
Yeah.
body in the yard?
What about it?
You seem cool with it. Do you have many of those hanging from trees around here?
You know, people die here every day. Someone's found in a ditch, another one falls in a manhole, a third one gets eaten by stray dogs.
He respites.
If someone has decided to die on top of a tree, then how is it my concern?
Someone has to look into it. Looks like I'm that someone. Tell me what you know.
I can tell you this. Trouble's ahead.
You have a pretty solid feeling that the man's not just mouthing off. He's strong, but even he has reasons to be cautious here.
Trouble is already here, or how else would you call a dead man hanging from a tree?
They say your guy was a killer. Your tree man. He has friends, same as him, killers. There's only one thing they know well. How to wreak havoc.
You're saying things might get violent around here?
You heard what I said. Draw your own conclusions. That's all I know, and I prefer to keep it this way.
The lieutenant gives you a little nod, then makes a note in his blue notebook. So Union people think he was a killer, he thinks. Even sleepy hair. This doesn't help a lot, but it's something. Good
Yeah.
work, detective.
See anything interesting in your dreams?
Thank God, no.
Was it a fathomless darkness into which we ought to be deferred like corpses to a mausoleum? Was it pure nothing, your consciousness no longer than a single grain of malt? Tell me, was it a bliss free of X somethings? You're right. Let's talk about something else. Tell me, was it a free of... Let's
The
ask
worker
that.
stares at you, his eyes dry from sleep. A web of wrinkles covers his tanned forehead.
I don't know what you're talking about, kind sir. But when I'm out, then I'm really out. No X anything. Just quality time.
Yours? Point to the bottle in this program.
Indeed. Help yourself to some. Wait. No. Oh, it's empty. Sorry about that, pal.
I already had some. It's a fine rum.
Knocks you right out when you drown a bottle or two.
He rubs his face, then buries in his hand. You can hear a faint snore. All right, I'll let you
The
sleep.
dock worker doesn't answer. His head is already back down on the table, in sweet sleep.
Yeah, I never actually got to talk to him my first playthrough. All right. Hey, Garth.
The man with the
Garte.
unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
Mr. Garte, right? You run this place.
Yes.
He responds tersely.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41.
He looks to you, realizing he still doesn't know your name. The Harbinger of Ruin. As I said, Detective Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau. I'm currently in between names. Can I have a drink? Say nothing. I'm currently in between names.
Fantastic.
It's like when you've left your band, but you haven't decided on a solo artist name yet.
That's wonderful, really. I think so. But there's a dead body out back. No one wants to work in these conditions. It's been a week.
Sir, I understand your concern, but we are here to do a job. And for us to do it, I need you to stay calm.
Yes, of course.
He takes a step back.
I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene, but it also took you a while to call us. It was you who placed the call, correct?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
He looks behind a pile of coasters, finds a slip of paper, and hands to Lieutenant.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I like how insecure he is about the idea of being a bartender.
I didn't imply that. Detective,
Yes?
I have everything. You?
Oh, you mean do I have questions? Ask them.
Yes. He means, do you have questions for me, like a police officer would?
The cafeteria manager is clearly agitated. Where exactly is the body?
Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there.
And how do we get there then?
That's easy. See that door there? First, you exit through that. Then, to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through.
Okay, thank you for that. Also, who killed him?
I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job.
Did you kill
What
him?
are you, crazy? Of course I didn't kill him.
Suddenly you tense up. Blood is being pushed to your muscles. You should hound him on this. Hound him hard. The prey drive says.
Did you kill him, Garte?
No, I didn't.
You could tell me, Garte. You killed him, right?
I didn't. I don't appreciate this. What is this?
Why'd you have
Do
to kill
I
him?
have to answer him? Is this mandatory?
The lieutenant stands motionless, his expression unreadable.
Did he hurt you? Is that why? Did you get some kind of sick kick out of killing him?
What are you, an idiot? I told you I haven't killed anyone.
Anyone? Have you killed someone else
He
then?
ignores you.
Why did Sylvie go
She
away?
went away because none of your business.
This is the second time you've avoided the subject,
Oh my
Garte.
God, what is your obsession with this Sylvie person? Get over it.
That's all.
Let's go.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real.
What's Royale?
Oh, excuse me. You owe me 130 real.
He pronounces the R with a mock aristocratic accent.
The IIR, or Inter-Isolary Real, is the global reserve currency. Whatever part of the world you're in right now, it's safe to assume he means you owe him some money.
By Royale, do you mean some form of street cred?
No, you don't owe me street cred. You owe me money. You owe this establishment 130 real.
He points to the red ledger on the counter. What do I owe this place for?
Let's see. 3 nights at a tariff of 20 real comes to 60 real. Then there's the window you annihilated. The hole in the window was the first thing I saw when I came to work. So don't try to tell me you didn't. That will be 40 real in damages. Another thing you've annihilated is half the bar. You've run a tab of 30 real. Actually, more, but we'll round it down to 30 for your hard work maintaining the stability and order of Revachol. That's 60 plus 40 plus 30 equals 130 real. And yes, real is still money.
I like that my two options are, but what exactly is money? And you're under arrest. What exactly is money?
What are you, a philosopher?
Actually, I might be. Since I woke up, I have trouble remembering even the most basic of concepts of reality. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, I might be.
Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room, or 8 bottles of potent blend, and 9 packs of Royal Extra. We use it for everything, really.
Interesting. Where do I get it from? Why do I need it? Proceed and show him the coins you found. Is this money? Proceed, but don't show him the coins. They're yours. Where do I get it from?
Are you serious? From your work? I don't know. You can take bribes, I guess. I'm sorry. I don't think cops can take bribes.
Some do take recompense, but only to survive.
Why do I need it?
For survival, to pay me. Unless you want to become a hobo. Do you want to become a hobo? There's nowhere else to stay in Martinez, and it's a cold spring outside. Money doesn't make you happy, but it lets you be unhappy for a while longer. If you run out of money, you die. It's like that for all of us. Me too. That's why I need you to pay me. I'm not an asshole.
I'm not an asshole. Proceed, but don't show him the coins. They're yours.
There's a shuffle of nylon as Lieutenant Kitsuragi looks for something in the pockets of his orange bomber.
What happens now?
I'm sorry, but he has to pay. I can't let him stay here any longer if he doesn't. If he doesn't have the money by tonight, then...
Officer, maybe you are better off working this from home for now. You live in Jamrock, right? It's not that far away.
Isn't there somewhere else I can stay around here? I don't have a home. I don't remember where my home is. Fuck this place. I'll shake my changes on the street. I'll see what I can do. Isn't there somewhere else I can stay around here?
You mean somewhere else to run up a huge debt? I don't think so. The union squeezed most places out of business to fund the strike. You're better off home.
I don't remember where my home is.
Officer, you really need to take this up with your station. I have a shortwave radio in my car. Call them. Ask for assistance. We have to get this investigation started now.
Good luck.
The man wants to say something and thinks better of it.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it.
I really don't remember.
But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere.
I don't know. Near? South, maybe?
You don't really know, do you?
I don't. Does this mean I only have a vague blackened image?
A vague, blackened image doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money.
I'll live in a dumpster. I don't care. Fuck everything. Hobo cop. Could I trace it back somehow to the exact street, the exact number on a building?
You can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time. Maybe a street or an apartment will appear.
All right.
Can I help you?
It's about the money I owe.
Yes. Have you got it?
How much do I owe?
A lot. A lot. For the room, drinks, and broken window, 130 real.
Actually, let's talk about something else.
Like what? I was rarely enjoying talking about the money you owe me.
I need a drink. Can you pour me one?
Do I have a shaker in my hand? Is this a shaker?
No, there's nothing there.
Am I wearing a little bow tie? Am I wearing a bow tie and doing this?
He shakes the imaginary shaker furiously.
Am I smiling? Do you see me smiling and shaking my little shaker? No. Do you know why?
I never got any of this before. Why?
Because I'm not a bartender. I'm a cafeteria manager. Is there anything else you wanted?
Play it calm. This man needs to understand you need a drink to help the community deal with police stuff.
I want my fucking drink, asshole. You don't understand the seriousness of the situation. I'm an alcoholic. I need my fix. I'm an alcohol-operated detective. If you want me to clean up the dead body and solve the case, then you need to insert alcohol into my mouth. Fine, then. I had something else I need. I'm saying the alcohol-operated detective.
Oh, well, in that case, let me pour you a nice, big, refreshing marinella. Do you want that out of a glass or a pineapple?
Glass, pineapple. You do not want to taunt me. Not when it comes to
Don't be
marinellas.
still. I'm not going to serve you a marinella. I have work to do and broken things to fix. If that was all, I'd like to return to it.
I've seen something here at the Whirling Guard. A thing I need to talk
What
about.
thing?
I saw a sign that said the mess hall is reserved for the Union. I saw a sign that said I couldn't go into the kitchen. Why I can't go in the kitchen? Actually, that's
Yes,
union.
not the whole damn union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loudest faction.
He tosses his head in disdain.
They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit. But they're good customers. They place big orders and always pay on time.
We should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info.
Gives you a meaningful how we find
We
them.
don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. Men get hungry, even striking men. If not today, then they'll be here tomorrow.
Why can't I go in the kitchen?
What are you, a cook now? That's none of your business.
Maybe I am a cook. I have a search warrant, but there may be something pertinent to the investigation in the kitchen, but I'm really hungry. Maybe I am a cook.
You're not. You're a menace.
Ah!
Fine, okay. The kitchen is closed until 1 p.m. because the real cook is working. You can snoop around after that, if you must. What are you, a cook now?
I want to see.
He wasn't pan-fried. He was lynched. What could the kitchen possibly have to do with...
He changes his mind.
Fine, okay. The kitchen is... What?
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the whirling later.
Oh, interesting. By the way, I'm going to sing karaoke here.
Absolutely out of the question.
Absolutely in the question. First we find a sad banner. Then we sing this place to shit.
Goodbye. All right, let's talk to Kim.
Yes?
Nothing new for Kim. Let's go to the brain. We don't have any points yet, right? Don't have any new objects to interact with. That's just a shit ton of stuff that we have to go do. And then, yeah, we get our first cabinet, which is Lonesome Long Way Home. Temporary research bonus of +1 encyclopedia. It takes 6 hours. Let's rewind. Let's trace your drunken steps back home. Jump across the raised channel bridge southwest of here. Fall over. Get up. Get off the asphalt in 20 minutes. Shuffle your feet through the courtyards. Scaring little children. Go under the great raised motor track, the 881, until you reach Le Domaine Eminent in North Jamrock. The streets are frozen this time of year, caked with ice. Walk down Main to Perdition. There's a side alley there and your footprints in the mud. Let's internalize Lonesome Way Road. Yeah. Lonesome Way... What the fuck? I can't talk today. We are getting close to where we're going to be getting off for the day just because I haven't eaten and Honey and I have been cooking sauce. A woman's hand wrote yesterday's menu. Today starts in a man's handwriting. So I think I'm going to walk outside and then we'll get closing soon. I want to take one quick peek around. Actually, do you have anything new?
Hello again, sweetie.
Oh, sweeties need money. Do sweeties get money?
Oh, sweetie, I heard your conversation with the manager about your financial troubles. When do you get your next paycheck?
You've got guns of steel and a chiseled jaw somewhere under the bloated alcohol layer. Maybe she'd like to sponsor you.
I was hoping you could be my sponsor. What is a paycheck? I haven't seen any paychecks. Not gonna tug on her heartstrings. What does my sponsor mean, though?
Oh, I'm sure you would make a wonderful gigolo, dear, with those strong arms of yours, but welfare checks aren't all they cracked up to be. My husband and I are barely scraping by.
Did I offer to...
She's not really lusting after those biceps, man. It's more like an appraisal you give to a healthy specimen.
Oh, what is a paycheck? I haven't seen any paychecks.
You must be joking. Although our pay does sometimes feel like a joke.
He pauses, reflecting.
It's not easy to assert your right to a decent living wage when you don't have a strong union behind you. Maybe you should talk to Everard, the union leader.
Interesting idea. This
Mr. Everard can help me
sounds
find my
powerful.
gun.
Maybe you can wrangle some coins out of his pocket.
I'm not going to tug on her heartstrings.
Oh, no, I'm so sorry I don't have money for you. If there's anything else I can do for you, just ask.
Well, I got to get going now. Bye, Grandma. Here we are. I'm going to save here. And we'll keep going for a little bit longer before I stop for food. Actually, okay, I want to go this direction first. Oh, it's, yeah. So I wanted to go to the call box. But wait, what is this?
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic.
Why am I looking at this?
Cop habit. You look at everything.
Heh.
This isn't case related, you think.
What kind of vehicle drove through here?
Hard to say. Your vision is blurred and you're having difficulty concentrating thanks to your relentless hangover.
42%. I'll take a chance.
No, these tracks are not interesting at all. Let the street sweeper just sweep them away.
Not now. I'll be back. What is that? Rue de Saint Ghislaine, 8B. Locked.
An old call
I
box
love
with
this.
a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
Okay, let's start from the top.
An off-key melody starts playing after you ring the doorbell. Then a woman picks up the receiver.
Kuno, please stop calling here. Grown-ups don't have time for your stupid game.
Who is Kuno? This is the police. Please open the door.
Oh, I'm sorry, officer. I thought you were...
There's a spot of static that overrides her words.
But the doorbell is broken, and the bookstore shouldn't even be on the list anymore. So I can't help you. Please don't call here again. Thanks.
Huh.
A single beep indicates that the line has gone dead.
Andro Orlando Hair SCA.
You ring the doorbell, but no one answers. What an ominous name for a hair salon.
Huh.
Doesn't bode well for anyone's hair. Just seeing the words Andro Orlando gets your hackles up. Its very existence is a threat to your masculinity, to say nothing of your hair.
Artemitep's boxing for young athletes in gym?
All you hear is static, but no one answers the call.
24-hour window.
You ring the doorbell, but nothing happens.
Emma's Fashion Atelier?
You wait
Atelier?
for a minute or two, but all you get from the call box is silence. No one
Fabron's
answers the
taxi, the rest has been burned off.
call. Looks like someone has melted half the plastic off with a lighter. The doorbell doesn't work anymore.
Slipstream SCA.
You hear static from the intercom speaker. It sounds as if someone has picked up the receiver, but isn't saying anything.
Hello, is anyone there?
Yes, hello. This is Tracy Peniel Electric.
This is a woman's voice crackling and fragile through the static.
Have you come to place an order?
She sounds almost antique, as if her voice was being played off an old wax cylinder. A receiver must not be working properly.
Hold on, Tricentennial Electrics? I thought I was calling Slipstream SCA.
My God.
What?
The lieutenant exchanges a look with you.
Sorry?
It's you. My God. I didn't think I would hear your voice.
It's a woman, and she knows you.
Huh.
Your heart beats faster.
Stand up straighter. Yeah, it's me. Here I am again, crawling back into your life.
Michelle, just please.
She stops and you can hear her breathe heavily, her breath distorted by ancient static.
Sounds like a ghost. Wind blows through your clothes and you feel detached from your surroundings. Inside the building, a cold memory hangs.
Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. I thought you didn't care.
She sounds like she's shaking. Hold on, tell me what's going on. What did I do? Of course I care, it's just that I've been going through some tough time. What did I do?
Ever since I came to work here, it's different. As if my mind's been wiped clean.
A spot of static overrides her words. When she speaks again, it sounds like she's submerged.
It's so nice. It's so nice to be able to finally forget.
Forget about what?
She sounds like she's about to cry. The cold is deep under your skin, as if you were talking to someone who's 100 years away. Somewhere inside the building, water is flooding the cellar floor.
Oh God, please don't cry.
She doesn't answer.
You said it was nice. What's so nice about forgetting?
Silence. The only thing you can hear now is static and waves washing ashore on the bay.
What just happened?
Another seagull passes by. It's getting cold standing here, staring at the silent call box.
I don't know what happened either. We should probably stop playing with this thing.
Fuck, hang up the call.
You press the number sign on the keypad that terminates the call. 12 name cards on the call box read.
Try it again.
No,
Damn it.
hold on. The last thing you need in your life is more hysteric emotions. Forget it. Find something else to do.
All right, Fortress Accident SCA.
Silence. No one's home at Fortress Accident.
Revachol Ice City.
Silence. No one answers the doorbell.
Main Hall, Building B, Whirling in Rags.
Nothing happens after you ring the doorbell. They don't want to talk to you.
East Delta Pinball entrance from Building B.
Silence. No one answers your call.
Empty card.
This button looks new, but someone has removed the name card. Nothing happens when you try to ring it.
Huh. This button looks new. It's probably not connected yet.
Okay. I think that's actually where we're going to save and stop for the night because I haven't eaten and I've been cooking all day and I want to go eat the food that I've been cooking all day. But now that I'm finally actually back for streaming and doing shit that I can finally like catch up on, I'm almost done with catching up on editing, I'll be able to stream for more tomorrow.